Well, on the Thursday morning, April the 3rd of this outpouring in Florida, I received an angelic visitation that spoke to me about this revival. That's why I'm here 65 days later. And in that visitation, I saw the miracle anointing that was on the revival of the Voice of Healing. I saw it come back into the church in America. Now, I don't want to say a whole lot more about the experience other than I knew that something was happening in the Spirit, and that night I preached a message called The Coming Healing Revival, and it was not available on television, not available on the internet, and it was the message that gave birth to what's taking place right now. In 1999, I was caught up in the Spirit in a visitation. I had a vision. In January 1999, and I was in this small church, about 50 people, and we were in the middle of worship, and I heard this sound like a Pentecostal sound. I thought people were praying in tongues. And it got louder and louder, and there was a generating, like a buzz and an electric vibration, and I thought, what's going on? 50 people can't make this much noise. And it got louder and louder, and so much so that I could no longer hear anybody singing. In fact, I looked at everybody's mouths to see what they were singing. And nobody was singing in tongues. I went over to the pastor's daughter and I said, hey, can you hear that? She said, what? I said, I feel like I'm in a stadium with 100,000 people all speaking in angelic tongues. She said, I don't hear anything. And I had never heard a sound like this. I said, this must be what angels sound like. And right then, soon as I had the thought, angels, I literally felt like my body was sucked, like up, caught up. And I was gone into a vision. Never had I had a vision like this before. But I found myself in a large arena, which I knew to be in heaven. And I thought, my God, I'm in the Grey Cup. It was that kind of a feeling, you know. And you know how it always happens in the movies. How many, I took my kids to, you know, The Game. How many seen the movie The Game? So I'm in this vision, and it feels like the Super Bowl. And I realize there's about 3 seconds left on the clock. The whistle's going to blow. There's one last play. Either I make the play or the game is over. And everything's in my head thinking, I'm not the guy. I can't be the guy. I shouldn't be the guy. I mean, somebody else needs to be the guy. I don't want to be the guy. And it was the end times. It was the last game. And it was the hordes of hell. And I thought, my God, this is the end time revival. And in the stands, I could hear the angels chanting, go, church, go. Go, church, go. Go, church, go. Go, church, go. And I could hear all these angels in this arena in heaven, and I'm on the field, and I got the ball, and there's about 3 seconds left, and it's do or die, and I got to make the play. And I'm thinking, God, I don't want to be the guy. I can't be the guy. I would have never been the guy in school. I don't want to be it's too much pressure to be the guy. And the Lord said, well, you're the guy and you got the ball. You better run. And it's one of those situations where when you're in the middle, and we're in the middle of revival right now, there's no time to look back. You just got to keep running. Oh, my, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm what I'm doing, but I ain't looking back. I'm going to keep running forward. This revival is going forward. I don't have time to look back. I don't have time to worry about. I've got this. There's an urgency in the hour. And you know, when I was in that vision, I said, God, I came out of the vision. I said, God, talk to me about that vision. It's been in my heart for a decade. I said, what is it? He said, those angels, those are healing angels. And God spoke to me. He said, I've commissioned one of those angels, those ministering spirits, to your ministry. And I'll say this for all the critics out there. What are you talking about, Emma, and a female angel? Just had to say that for some people out there in heresy land. There is no female angel directing me.